Wait, what fucking chalice? What's... You didn't say anything about a chalice last time. You said there was a bit of a star that fell down that grants you genies, and I don't know what the fuck's a chalice? Alright, let's just... Ruins, you called these. They don't seem ruined. They seem remarkably well maintained. Has someone been going round rebuilding the Kinder Egg? No, you've shut off all my bloody... Tip mischief. You're making circle boys go at me. And that really is your first sin. The first sin since sliced bread. Oh, I've got an opportunity. You have to go attack mode to activate Spring Whoosh. Because they've also put Spring Whoosh shortcuts in the game. But it's random whether or not you ever get an opportunity to access them, so I really don't know what the fuck. Like, it's just... It's not a skill thing, you can't guarantee access, I don't know what's going on. But like, there's not enough other randomised elements for it to, like, there's not like attack items you can get, it's not like a Mario Party thing where like it could feasibly balance out. That's the one element of uncertainty in the right, I wanna go. You can go. I can punch your boats off the... Why are they just stuck to the clearly not... So the gravity thing means you, like, it's an opportunity for them to go on surfaces that aren't the floor and make the track look all like wiggly and weird and sort of flop back over itself. That doesn't explain why the boats were doing it. We're the only thing that should apply to, and yet the rest of the world has already figured out anti-gravity, and for some reason the bracelets are considered remarkable. That, you know, old circles implies that gravity existed before we were born, and that's unthinkable, frankly. We've got to do it. I don't actually know if it's quicker. You have to essentially pause the game in order to activate the, you know, in order to launch yourself out the shortcut. So it's really, jury's out on how worth it is. But I'll tell you this much: there's a big birdie. I can't believe I never commented on just the big bird statue squawking over proceedings. It's always the memory and never the bride. And I don't believe anyone who doesn't agree with that. I think we're having another centipede situation where it's all just a given to me at this point. Just sort of fades into the background while I try and go whoosh real quick on a skateboard that's a bike. You know how it is. Happens to the best of us. Secure the roads, it's time! Got a sniffly nose. Can't be having sniff noses in the... You're even more squumped than before, Knuckles. Who squunched you, Knuckles? What's going on?
It's gone! What's wrong, Knuckles?
What's the chalice?
Say the star shard is supposed to be in this chalice. Did it roll off?
It's not a chalice, it's a rock. It's a pedestal. There's a big wing thing.
What's up with this painting?
It's not a painting and you know that.
The divine wings. Divine wings?
Yeah, you know,
The
that thing we
legend
know
I've
about.
heard that the gods rode through the heavens. Knuckles, see if you can read this inscription.
That doesn't look like a bird, precisely. I guess we just have very
Divine
different definitions of
wings,
what a
rather
bird
of
is.
stars, lose their plumes to the dark and fall to the ground. The plumes become as stars returning to this land. We, the
That's not
children
what
of
stars are
Babylon-
known to do.
Babylon?
What connection do they have with these stones?
We've already established that they're spoken of in their legends. That was like the first thing we knew about them. Aside from the fact they can make you go round corners in a different way to what you're used to.
Baby power units used to operate some starship?
So this divine wings
That's a
thing
bit of a
is-
leap.
Right. Babylon Guardian.
Oh my fuck. Well, that's some lovely deductions, but a bird's gonna rumble at you now.
Jet! Eggman!
Well, I guess there's an airship chase happening now without us. We spent so long reading about the Starship Enterprise that now a bird's gonna steal Eggman before we can win.
What does the rest of the inscription say?
Huh? Oh, right. We, the children of Babylon, seal one star here and another within the great scar, formed in heaven's fall, until the time of the divine wings rising.
Great scar?
Wait, there's more. The great scar, lying in the east among earth stained red by the dawn's light.
Eggman and Jet were headed east. The Great Scar must be the crater formed when the meteorite struck ground. That must be where Eggman found the plume.
Which
The
means the
plume?
mother computer...
We're just calling them plumes.
In there too.
All right, time to go catch up.
Plumes ahoy for me, specifically. Give me all of your plumes. We're in the desert now, I guess. Oh,
Took you long enough. Where's Eggman?
he's in the egg building, doing some sort of plan that we don't know. The sign's glitching out.
Command sent out here relayed through facilities across the world to control the robots. In other words, you're looking at Meteotech's brain.
That big Eggman nabbed the arcs of the cosmos we've gotten and ran in there.
What's he after this time?
He's probably planning to use the stone's power to issue an order to all the world's robots from this tower. Sooner or later, he was planning to set the robots rampaging. That was probably his reason for forming Meteotech in the first place.
The Eggman Land
Just-
project again, huh? He never gives up,
Yeah.
does he?
We just really want these Eggman robots to be all of the theme parks in the world.
Oh, huh? You think I was just sitting
Don't.
around here twiddling my thumbs? Sonic the Hedgehog? I follow you. Sorry to keep you waiting. First one to nab Eggman gets all of the arcs of the cosmos. And the title of best
Sir?
creature in the universe. Huh. Sounds like fun to me. Let's get started.
You're doing irresponsible whoosh races with the circles of your heritage again. We're very concerned. So we're in another situation where, like, the story that I'm guessing we wouldn't have had unlocked yet has revealed most of Eggman's plan, and so we just had to have it sort of explained to us just now. It's clever structurally,
Bring it on.
what they're attempting, but like the majority of the like actual well-paced plot revelations happen in the one we don't have access to yet, and so we're just a hedgehog with no idea what's going on. Which kind of works for the character. I mean, I do feel like he would just sort of run in having minimal idea why. But also, it makes for an odd game experience, and it sort of ruins the reveal in the other storyline. Then again, I don't know that anyone's strictly shocked by the revelation that Eggman had an evil plan. Like, that's a weird thing to put a spoiler warning on. I don't know what big egg-shaped things you are, but you should be destroyed. Give me your coin! Ooh! Ah! I didn't do it right. There was no getting past the bread warrior. He strikes you with all his loaves. Unlike everyone else. It would be unusual. Oh, you just went right past the grind rail thing into the one that was less useful, to be honest. Fucking cheers. All I want is the ability to grind on your rails tonight. And you go and increase a gauge that, to be honest, I've never been hugely short of. Being able to increase the air gauge was useful. There was like a reason to do that. Again, you've just sort of... You've stripped so much of like the more engaging stuff out and just replaced it with gravity. Imagine if we could all float, how much more interesting, what more interesting things could have been laws of physics? Really makes you think. If they had spent the effort instead, if when God had told you to close that, now, he had done it himself. Put your money where your mouth is, Lord Almighty. Surely you can close things. But then again, he would then have to open a window, so maybe, you know. He's always trying to find a way around that technicality. God's always looking for ways to game the system. You'd think he could just be like, it doesn't work like this anymore. Like, literally, what is the point of being God otherwise? But no. No. He made all these rules at the dawn of time, and he has long since forgotten what they all were, and it's basically just a really convoluted web of cosmic bureaucracy. You nearly sent me hurtling into fuck there, and I'm upset about it. And it needs to never happen again. Of course I know that it will. It's the one gravity dive section that it doesn't really signal in any way. You don't get the button prompt for this one. You just have to know.
Sweet.
I have won the game. I've won the game, I'll beat you now. Alright, is that the end of the hero story? I'm guessing it is. It seemed like a last act. Oh, I've got the hot pot now to put the hoops in. No! Oh, fuck. Their entrance was so dynamic, it made him fall over. Oh, fuck. He destroyed the entire console with his brain.
System error detected. All commands cancelled.
My Eggman Land plans are in ruins after all these years.
Deal with it, Eggman. You're through.
All these years I spent building my company. Why didn't you, if you could have done this legit the whole time, why didn't you just go through the proper channels to make an Eggman Land? If people are going out of their way to stop you for resonance?
Then the legends were right.
Oh, so Babylon Garden's just here now, I guess.
Hey, we haven't settled anything yet. Turning tail
Sell
and
my
running
hoops.
away, Sonic the Hedgehog. Running away? Who do you think I am? I'll be waiting. See you at the
Sell the
World
hoops
Grand
now.
Prix.
Which is obviously a thing that's going to happen. Your eye had seams that went wrong. Is this the credits? Yeah, there we go. So that's the end. Eggman fell over because we entered a room. This has ruined his plans for the theme park that he couldn't, for some reason, just build. Because I guess there's so little like, there's anti-demand for it. Like, if people know that he's making it, they will stop him. I guess it's worse than just a regular theme park. He's making it sound like it's... I guess it functions more like a country then? So he's got to find some way to, like, interfere in national politics that won't be, like, stopped. So naturally he started a company. That actually makes sense. You can interfere in the dealings of nations the world over and nobody will fucking bat an eye. You're twisting the Matrix though, which is fair enough. Why did Charmy B look like he existed in that picture? As opposed to all the pictures where he looks fictional. He is fictional! What am I fucking talking about? You don't see the bee who works at a detective agency and tells you secrets every night? Every Thursday evening? You're showing me what appear to be screenshots from not this story. Can I point out? You're really... How much... Ungravitify? Oh dear. Is there much more of this? Because I really have very little to I've exhausted. There's a picture of a Beakus! He was in the top left before he vanished into the vortex along with the rest of them. So yeah, thank you for watching. Man, this indicates... Fuck me, you're just getting to a second bit of credits? This is all corporate stuff and it's not important. Unless they've hidden a bunch of people who actually worked on the game behind them, which wouldn't surprise me. But the point is, it's time for me to have a stop. I'll see you again later, where a bird will fill in the context, yet again, picking up the slack. Thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. And I don't know if the Egg Splitters Guild has really given me opportune portions. Just looking at the runtime of the episode. So here's the thing. It's not going to be like the series I did on the previous game where there's like a bonus episode covering the stuff that we missed. Because what I've come to see is that one of the tracks not covered in the story is just boring as all hell. And the other two are nightmares. So, by my estimate, we've got a little bit of time left over at the end of this episode. I'm going to show you one of the two bonus tracks that aren't the really boring one. And I'm probably going to lose the race, because it's really hard for some reason. But, c'est la vie. Right, now, flying in the face of turtle concerns, I've got to bring you deep into the pits of hell. It is the bonus zone. Bonus zoners. 80s. The black hole has created an 80s city with no laws in it. Makes sense. Is your robots. Eggman, naturally. Cream, Rouge, Shadow, all making a return. We've got bonus hedgehogs this time. That also counts as a hedgehog if you're brave enough. Knights coming back. Good. Mr. Maracas. Billis of Hatch. it's no use, so I will act accordingly. For this one. I'm probably going to do Blaze the Cat for the other version, so there you go. You know what to look out for. So this is basically just like, what if Sega owned a city? Which, aesthetically I don't mind, but conceptually is dystopian as fuck. I don't know that that's what we want. But Alex Kidd says otherwise, I guess, and he's the only one. No, the wonderful thing about Tigger is that he took over the city for a corporate world. Come on now, give me prizes. So, as I've mentioned, it's unlikely that I'm going to win this. Oh, but I do get to go quick run. I get to go in the bonus zone. This one I remember being... Yeah, this is sort of a whole weird little thing. It's good that we got an opportunity to see that. There we go, out of the blue. Out of the blue comes a new sausage for the future generations. You weren't expecting a sausage, but here it is regardless. Get on the train. A bunch of lizards are now going to fall from the ceiling and try to punch us off. And Venom's going to go blah, blah, blah. I realise that none of that happened, but please believe me when I tell you again that it's going to happen later. I'll be gear shift. I'll be upset if I'm not believed. You must remind me that I am right about all of the things! Oh, tit mischief. Again. The absolute warrior of arse. Yeah, I don't know that I'm catching up to the front lot. I don't know what's going on with them. Like, what am I meant to be doing differently? It's not like I've been doing bad. Is there some... I'm wondering if there is some, like, secret boost button or, like, other places I can gravity dive. It's like, I'm going to do this here. Like, what's the really quick route that they all seem to know that I somehow don't? Through the 80s boulevard. It's killing me not to know. I'll go like this, look. Here aren't I quick? Who's put a truck? Well, the truck was intangible at least. I've worked my way up to 4th place. This was a mistake. It was a mistake. It's a mistake to fall off a train. Yeah, it's already happened. It's already happened for me in the beef casserole section of the play. I'm not gonna retry it until I win, is the thing, because I cannot even estimate how long that's going to take, but at least we've seen it now. Tune in next time, and then we'll get to the birds of the matter. So, yeah, bye. Fucking Boulevard. Boulevard of broken shit.